Welcome, our global ohana. Today, we are making carrot cake. So when I wrote Kimi's Kitchen, there are 256 pages in this book. Not one of these pages will you find a dessert on it. And that's because I've always just been a savory cook and not so much of a dessert maker. But when we launched this book at the Cookbook farm with Jack Johnson, you guys were there for all of that. When we were planning that night, the chef said, okay, and you have to finish it with a dessert. And I said, well, there's no desserts in my book, so maybe you guys can just create a dessert. And they instantly threw it back at me and they're like, no, girl, it's your dinner. Like, you create a dessert. And so I just thought, carrot cake. I love myself a good carrot cake, but I'm also, I don't want to say judgmental, but I judge carrot cakes. I also feel like they're not all created equal, and I love a good carrot cake, but when I get one that's not good, I get severely disappointed. And so I just thought, why not create a carrot cake that I can be super proud of every single time? So that is what I did, and it was for that dinner, and on that dinner I had people tell me it was the best carrot cake they've ever eaten. And our really good friend, endorser of the cookbook, Jason Momoa, loved the carrot cake. Like, he was just like, why is this not in the book? And when his girlfriend had a birthday and I wasn't in town, he was like, Mama, I need your carrot cake. It's Adria's birthday. And I was just like, I'll have Justin make it. And it felt so nice to have the recipe, send it home. Justin put his baker boy hat on, made them the perfect celebratory carrot cake, and here we are. We'd like to share that recipe with you, because if it's good enough for Jason Momoa, it's good enough for everyone, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with 6 carrots. They're already grated because I was making a carrot cake last night at midnight, and then Justin was like, what are you doing? I said, I'm making a carrot cake, and he's like, well, can we film it? So then I put them away. So they're already grated, but that would be the large hole on a box grater. 6 medium to large carrots in there. 1 cup, I use organic granulated sugar. 1 cup of brown sugar. I have used both light and dark. It doesn't make that much of a difference, so use what you got. But brown sugar, and when it comes to brown sugar, when you measure it, pack it in tight. Saw how it came out like a sandcastle? That's how you gotta pack it. Now we're gonna do 1 1/4 cup of olive oil. This really makes it delicious. It will not taste like olives. And I could tell you from experience that if you forget the oil, you will be making a carrot bread instead. And so as you can see, I'm just putting it all into 1 large mixing bowl. 4 beautiful Waialua fresh eggs. I can't believe I made a baking recipe. I'm so proud of myself. And by make it, what I mean is, you know, you look up different recipes, you try different things, you tweak it, you tweak it, you tweak it, you see what's missing, and you just guesstimate, and then all of a sudden, you do it enough times till you find perfection. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. But my carrot cake is special, huh, honey?
It is really good.
Why is it so good in your opinion?
Because it's moist and it stays together, and the frosting on top has like integrity, like it stays together, and it's just the right sweetness.
Hold that thought. First, you preheat the oven. Forgot to do that. To 350. And then, in a different bowl, we're gonna do some dry ingredients. 2 cups of flour. I just use what my baker boy uses, this all-purpose flour right here. 1, 2. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now, something that weird does happen because of the baking soda and the fresh carrots is it causes a chemical reaction that does make some green specks within my carrot cake. I don't mind them. I think they look pretty. But just so you know, that's where they come from. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Look at you measuring.
1 and 2. And 1 teaspoon of fine salt. Okay, now to this, we are going to whisk it. Oh my gosh, Justin, did I show you what I bought when I went to Denver?
No.
Little baby mini whisk. I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet. I think like coffees and stuff, maybe. Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
I like to really whisk this because it's a good way to combine and kind of sift those dry ingredients, and especially that baking soda, it can be clumpy, it can be lumpy. You do not want to ever bite into a lump of baking soda. It's not fun. And now we will gradually add the dry to the wet. And you can kind of make it not so gradual if you have a big enough bowl, honestly. And then you stir, and it smells so good. Okay, so what I like about this carrot cake is that it's straight up carrot cake, but more than anything, it's what Justin said. I want my carrot cake to be moist. Who wants a dry carrot cake? Nobody. And I want that cream cheese frosting to just have some integrity, not just be like whipped cream, not just be butter. I want to taste the cream cheese. I want it to have some structure, but also some give. So this batter is done. You can either now get out a 9x14-inch pan, or you can get 2 smaller round pans or 2 smaller square pans. Which do you prefer, Justin?
I like having 2 options.
Me too.
Yeah.
We'll go with this option. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 8x8 square and whatever this is. And we're gonna use some parchment paper. What I do is I just take some yummy, delicious butter and I grease the pan, kind of just, might be silly, but I kind of just mainly do this to make the parchment stick to it. I don't know if that's true baker way. And then I rip out the parchment. Maybe that was silly. I don't think you have to do that first part. I don't know why I do that. Again, experimental. I grease my parchment a little. Is that silly, Justin? Should I not need to grease it? You know why I like it? It's because I like seeing that sheen of butter when I flip it upside down. And I feel like I like that butter flavor. But that's probably unnecessary too.
I just keep doing what you're doing because it's delicious.
Yeah. So now we're gonna just try to divide this in half. My friend Ian Fujimoto, I didn't even tell you this, I got influenced by him. I was watching one of his YouTubes, and he was saying that this is one of his tools of choice and that he doesn't care what brand it is, but if you're gonna use a silicone spatula, make it seamless. He's like, anything that has a seam, there's always gonna be gunk up in there somewhere that you don't need. Make it seamless. And then before I knew it, I went out and I bought a 1-piece spatula. So I'm just gonna pour it on in here. Halfies, go for the halfies. Oop, oops. I don't think I did a very good job at halving it at all. But we can fix that. Just scoop some out. Okay, I feel pretty good. And I mean, I really don't mind if one is smaller than the other. It's not that big of a deal. Just have to watch the baking time a bit if this one, because this one does appear to be smaller. But these are ready to go in the oven. One on this side and one on that side. Oh, I said 42 minutes. So we'll put this on for 42 minutes, but that was actually for the, when I was doing it as one big 9x16 cake. So I think these will take less time. So actually I'm gonna do good old 37 minutes. And then we'll see, do we have to add 5 minutes or do we check it a little earlier and take them out earlier? And you know, and that is baking. Everyone's oven is different, so you gotta learn your own. So give yourself a little grace period. But we'll see how it comes out. Okay, so we have about 2 minutes left. So you can see already, this one, look, this one is done. I see how I shake it and only the pan is shaking? We're gonna remove this. But check out this one. See that little jiggle in the center? That one is not done. So we're gonna leave that one in, and that's how you tell. So we'll leave that other one in. Let's do 3 more minutes. Whereas this guy, we're gonna put on a rack. Okay, and so from here, I just do this. Grabby. And I just put it on this rack. Check this out. Look at this. Like, you can see, like, this is a nice, moist cake. You can just tell already, right? See what it looks like on the other side. Look at that. It's just gorgeous, isn't that? Look at that. Boing, boing. You can see how moist it is.
And why are you flipping it over? Why'd you do that?
Well, this is how we're gonna frost it. We're gonna frost it bottom side up because it's so much smoother. The other side was very rounded from rising. This is gonna make a very nice, even frosted cake. It's just gonna look super beautiful. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna let these cool at room temp, and once they're cool, you can move them to the fridge and chill them. Or if you wanna eat it later, once they're cooled down, you can just wrap it up and put it in the freezer. These cakes freeze so well, and I mean really so well. Just as good as fresh, really. And then Justin and I are gonna go on a date. And when we come back from the date tonight, we're gonna whip up a frosting for them. And we'll frost the cakes tonight. Then we'll chill it all overnight so that tomorrow morning we can have the breakfast of champions, coffee and carrot cake. Okay, this next cake's ready. I'm gonna pull it. See that? Mm-hmm. No jiggle? Yep. Oh yeah, so gorgeous. Smells so yummy. Oh, wish we could eat it tonight. That's the hardest part. You do wanna eat it nice and cold. You don't wanna eat it warm or room temperature carrot cake. You want it cold. Welcome back, our global Ohana. What a great date we just went on, huh, Justin? The whole community was out. All of our friends were there. It was epic, and there's no better way to celebrate that epicness than to frost some carrot cakes. So we're gonna make a frosting. 6 tablespoons of butter, and I like to use this Kerrygold Irish butter. Now we're gonna do 1.5 blocks of cream cheese. So you can see how softened this is. You want it to sit out and soften. This is 1 block. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon vanilla. A little more. To this, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. I'm kind of loose about my measuring. That was a chunk. That's 1.
This is what Kimi does after 10 p.m. at night.
It is, because we're gonna want this when we wake up in the morning. I'm telling you. My arms are sore. That's looking great. So a lot of people would make their frosting just like this. And when this cools down, it'll really harden because it is butter and cream cheese, which both become quite solid when they're cold. We're not gonna stop here. We're gonna whip in some cream so it becomes just a little fluffier. To that, we're gonna do 1/3 cup of whipped cream, or of cream. And I do have the KitchenAid. I do have the full electric mixer, but
She likes to work her triceps.
I don't know, I guess there is a satisfaction about doing it on your own. But to the recipe, I think I still add more sugar. Yeah, 1/3 cup powdered sugar, so we might as well do that now too. And now we whip.
But you have a nice lay on.
I do. Carly made this lei for me. Her and Buddy picked the flowers off the ground, not even off the vines or the trees. And this lei was made.
Are you cramping up?
Yes.
Oh, she's cramping up.
So right now we're at like medium.
Medium peaks.
So peaks mean, you see this whisk? If I were to lift it up, you see that peak? It's a little more than a soft. It's a medium. But a stiff peak is just right beyond that. If I whisk it a little harder, we're stiff. So now, look at this. If I lift this up, I mean, that's a stiff peak. You see the difference.
Yeah, 100%.
In texture.
Yeah.
So we are there. To this beautiful buttercream cream cheese frosting, we're gonna add just the light cloud of whipped cream. You know what else we're gonna add? My dear boy, Manawati, from Tahiti, gave me some Tahitian vanilla, which not everyone has access to, I know, so I'm being indulgent here. So look at how lovely this is now that we have that cream cheese buttercream frosting mixed in with this whipped cream.
It's like smoother, yeah?
It's just lighter, fluffier, smoother, everything. But keep in mind, when we put it in the refrigerator, it will solidify a bit, so it'll be a little more structured than this. But this is beautiful. Now we're gonna try and do half the frosting. This one is bigger, so it's okay if we go a little over on that one. Look at that, that's beautiful. And then this one. Oh gosh, it's gorgeous. This is gonna be so good. The only thing I'm gonna do to this before throwing it in the fridge overnight is what, honey?
Throw some salt over
Oh,
it.
some pa'akai. I have this beautiful Alaya salt. This salt is from Kauai. It's a beautiful pink, and it makes such a difference to finish the cake. And this Alaya is not just the salt that brings out the beautiful flavors of the cake, but it's that texture that brings it all together, and the color also. Anyone that eats my carrot cake, they're like, what the heck? I've never had carrot cake with a salt finish. And that is what makes it so special. These two beautiful cakes are gonna go in the fridge overnight. And we're gonna see you back here in the morning with coffee and some carrot cake. The best carrot cake ever.
Palala needs coffee.
Palala does not need coffee.
Good morning, Kimmy.
Good morning. It's coffee time.
I'm good.
That tastes so good.
Give me that toy.
I'm gonna get the carrot cake. And if we're doing it for like someone's birthday,
Yay!
I'll put like a
That's
rose
not
in the
Palala.
center, and it's such a beautiful touch. But we're just doing it for the sake of breakfast this morning. I'm just gonna cut a piece. Oh, like this, that feeling of that denseness. Ah. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's good. And it's time.
It is time. You can see the moistness of that cake, right? You can tell that it's not a dry cake. It's the salt for me. I mean, that is just what really, oh my goodness. It's so good cold. You don't want to eat it any other way. So I don't know if I have to write another book now so that we can put this recipe in the book, but this is a special one simply because I don't do desserts. This is like my only dessert recipe, and it just makes me so happy that we nailed it.
Buddy, do you want to try some? Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Small bites, small bites. Buddy. You know whose favorite cake this is?
Whose?
Uncle Jay, Aquaman.
Even Aquaman eats Mom's carrot cake.
Yeah. Wow, holy camole. Sorry, Dad. I was saving that for you. Thank you so much for joining us for breakfast. We're so healthy, we eat carrots for breakfast. We hope you love this recipe. I hope it becomes a staple in your own home. You can like and subscribe, and we'll see you back next time. Happy baking, apparently. Okay, no more fingers in the cake. Oh my gosh.